hablando así. Pero un día lo voy a hacer en español.
¿Tú estás en qué iglesia?
Bueno, yo sigo la palabra de Dios, sus mandamientos. Es hacer sus mandamientos. Y predicando es parte de los mandamientos. En el segundo Timoteo,
Y ir y evangelizar.
evangelizar. Sí.
Y
No, simplemente es lo que yo hago. Yo creo en Jesucristo y yo estoy evangelizando.
seguro que sí. Dios tiene poder.
Dios tiene poder. Pero un día lo voy a hacer en español. Pero como yo no tengo, como yo hablo en español, mi segundo idioma, entonces, se me hace como
Difícil.
un poquito. Pero lo voy a hacer un día. Yo sé que
¿Dónde vives?
yo vivo aquí en la playa.
Sí, claro, obviamente, a ver, estás en ese
Sí, yo siempre estoy por
caminar,
aquí.
en ese caminar.
Sí, siempre estoy por acá.
Bueno, que Dios te bendiga y te dé la sabiduría del cielo para que
Sí, igualmente.
yo creo que ya tú sabes que cuando estás en una área bien fuerte, muy fuerte diría yo, y tienes que estar protegida.
Bueno, yo normalmente cuando uno lee la Biblia, Dios mismo dice que Él nos protegerá. Dice que es mejor confiar en Dios que confiar en el hombre. Entonces yo voy con confianza en Dios. Yo sé que uno puede correr peligro, ha tenido situaciones siempre donde a veces uno le habla mal a uno o algo así, pero yo confío en Dios que me está
Está
protegiendo.
protegiendo.
Sí,
Exactamente. O sea, la protección de Dios está en la armadura de Dios.
sí,
Él nos da ciertos tips donde podemos ir y encontrar lo que nosotros necesitamos para ir a evangelizar. Y la armadura de Dios, Efesios 6:10, ahí está. Nosotros no podemos salir así nomás sin la armadura. Porque estamos peleando con espíritus,
es verdad, es cierto.
con huestes de maldad.
Sí,
Huestes. Muchos huestes. Y esta zona está cogida por eso.
oh sí, y también en la Ocean Drive, también es malísimo allá también, el mucho.
Yo te bendigo en el nombre de Jesús. Te declaro lo que dice el Señor. Tú viniste a hacer cabeza de cola, viniste a vencer y no ser vencida. Veniste a hacer con un propósito del Señor. Estás aquí por el propósito del Padre eterno.
Sí, gracias.
Que Dios te bendiga.
Porque las oraciones ayudan, gracias.
Por supuesto,
Que
te
Dios te
protege.
bendiga. Gracias.
All right, so, and Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many will come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and will deceive many. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then will they deliver you up to be afflicted, and will kill you, and you will be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then will many be offended, and will betray one another, and will hate one another. Because when you continue to live in sin, and you reject Jesus Christ and his gospel, as you continue to sin, you become more evil. You become more wicked. And then you're not gonna really have control over yourself. You're gonna lose control over yourself, and you're gonna do a lot of sin and commit a lot of sin because you grieve the Holy Spirit and because you rejected Jesus Christ and his gospel. And then when that happens, the devil is going to come in and he's going to take ownership of you. And then as you do that, you're going to become more evil. That's why there will be a time when people are going to be offended at one another. And there's going to be an increase of violence. There's going to be an increase of violence. Because they have given the devil opportunity to come in and to attack and to dwell in you and to make you become more evil due to the fact that you were committing continual sin. And then you're gonna be cursing your neighbor. You're gonna be hating on your neighbor. You're gonna betray your family. And if it gets really that bad, you're gonna commit murder because you don't have God and you don't have the Holy Spirit. You grieve the Holy Spirit. And then when that happens, the devil's going to take ownership of you. Because right around the corner, the mark of the beast is coming. And you're going to be forced to take that mark of the beast. It says it very clear that when the Antichrist takes the stage, he's going to force everybody to take that mark of the beast. Great and small, rich and poor. You won't be able to buy or sell without that mark. You won't be able to buy a water bottle without that mark. You won't be able to get an ice cream at Haagen-Dazs without the mark of the beast. But if you take the mark of the beast, you're going to lose your soul. The Bible clearly says, what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? What does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? For what can a man give in exchange for his soul? You cannot give anything in exchange for your soul. Your soul is priceless. Your soul is, the value of your soul is priceless. And when people sell their souls for millions of dollars, man, if they only knew how much their soul was really worth, they wouldn't do those things that they do. But God is saying that now it's time to turn to Him. Now it's time to return to the Lord and stop doing the foolish things that many people are doing here on the earth, which is following the beast, which is following Satan, who is the ruler of this world, which is following the lust of your flesh, the fornication and the drinking.
Oh, there's tons of stories. My brother.
And to live doing your own ways rather than obeying the gospel, which is the commandments of God. And so now it's time that you become wise, because what's important is how you end. It's not how you start. How you end is what's important. The end and what you do at the end, that's what's important. That's why it saddens me when people get discouraged because they feel guilty. Because they have committed, God bless you, ma'am. Because that was nice. Because they committed wicked things. Because they committed wicked things and then they regret it, and then they feel discouraged, and then they have low self-esteem, and they feel insecure. But I'm here to tell you that it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. It's about how you finish. Because how you finish is gonna determine where you're gonna spend your eternity when you die. How you finish is gonna determine whether you're gonna go to heaven or whether you're gonna go to hell. It's how you end that counts. It's how you end that matters. And it's very important that you have that understanding. It's important that you have that understanding. See, wisdom speaks at the gates of the city, at the entries of the city, and people pass by and ignore it. But God is saying to be wise and to forsake your sinfulness. It clearly says